26 update, and this one is big. You have to listen.
This is what you just agreed to. TikTok can now track your exact device location.
TikTok has officially been sold, and there are new updates to the terms of service and the privacy
Y'all
policy.
ass need to wake the fuck up. The U.S. government just brought TikTok.
This is what you just agreed to. TikTok can now track your exact device location if you have location services enabled. They can now use information that they learned about you on TikTok to advertise stuff to you outside of TikTok. To prevent that, go to your ad settings and turn off targeted ads. They also formally established that they can use your content for basically anything, including training artificial intelligence. And finally, they are storing new information that you provide, such as sexual orientation, if you're trans or non-binary, and your citizenship or immigration status. I wonder why they would want that. But don't worry, remember, this whole thing was about making sure our data stays safe from dangerous government.
If you've been posting today and you've been noticing that it's stuck at 0 and the comments is disappearing and you've been removed from creator rewards all of a sudden, you did not do anything wrong. You're not banned. It's not that you did an account violation. All that is happening is that TikTok is glitching, right? We knew that this app was going to be transferred over servers-wise for the US users. We knew that it was going to be transferred over once it was bought. It was bought last week. So right now, things are just being transferred over. That's simply it. Just like whenever you get new management at your job, it takes a little bit of time for things to like get back to normal again, for everybody to learn the system and things to be regulated. That's literally what's happening with this app. It's just going to take a bit of time for things to be normal. Since we're switching servers, that does not mean that you stop posting. My post yesterday, I could not get any posts out, but my posts are out today, even though it says 0 and 12 and that nobody's watching it. We're still posting. Things will be back to normal, and you want to be the person that's ahead of the wave, that's been planting the right seeds. You want to be the person who's, fresh in the algorithm and your videos are getting pushed because you're showing up. So don't give up. I love you, 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 and calm down.
TikTok's new terms of service and privacy policy went into effect yesterday, January 22nd. I read through the full policy so you didn't have to, but I also compared them to the last version. And we're going to jump straight in. Firstly, in the privacy policy under information you provide, TikTok has included sensitive information such as citizenship and immigration status. I need to be very clear when I say this, TikTok collects more than one type of information. There's information you willingly provide, information that is automatically collected, and information they get from third party or other sources. And I know a lot of people who got to this portion of the new privacy policy are panicking. However, I don't like fear-mongering for views, so while TikTok will track you to an extent, here are some things you can actually do about it. For in-app settings, go to Settings and Privacy, Security and Permissions, then to Privacy. You can turn off activity status, as well as suggesting your account through contacts, Facebook, or people who send links to you. Additionally, you have the power to stop syncing contacts as well as Facebook friends with TikTok. You can toggle these off too. Also, go back to Settings and Privacy, then click Ads, and when it comes to data that is collected from other sources, you can turn off targeted ads outside of TikTok, targeted ads, and you can also clear your off TikTok data. When it comes to tracking, like many social media apps, TikTok does collect a lot of information if you allow them to. While you have the power to limit this to an extent, you also have the power to go into your phone's own settings and limit location tracking and data, stuff like that. Okay, number 2, we need to talk about that pop-up. A lot of people said that they didn't have the option to decline it. I think it's important to note that in previous terms and conditions, privacy policies, community guidelines, TikTok has stated that the continued use of TikTok does count as your agreement to the terms and conditions or any of the policies. So even if you didn't agree with it and you continue to use the app, you're signaling to TikTok that you agree with these terms. Thirdly, before we get to the AI section, we need to talk about things that a lot of people genuinely don't know about TikTok when it comes to how they can treat your account. This goes for people who are educators, political commentators, monetized accounts, and people who are posting nuanced, very complex discussions that can be sensitive or flagged in the system. In the Terms of Service section 5.2, TikTok USDS joint venture writes, like the previous terms, they do state, we reserve the right at any time and without prior notice to ban or suspend your account or restrict access to features on the platform at our sole discretion. Additionally, if they previously banned or suspended your account and you make other accounts, they are fully in the right to suspend or ban those accounts. While the process to appeal may be there, it's not necessarily guaranteed. Number 4, using generative AI features. This is section 3.10 of the new TikTok Terms of Service. Like many other new beefed up sections in this new Terms of Service, TikTok is essentially codifying what they've already been doing behind the scenes on the Terms of Service, community guidelines. They're basically just setting the terms in stone, and they're letting you know that in the future we may be updating or adding different features when it comes to generative AI, and that you have many responsibilities when it comes to using generative AI features, like not claiming that it's real when it is in fact generated, but also making sure that you're not producing any output that is inappropriate or that's going to violate any of these terms terms or guidelines. And lastly, section 3.6, it's important to note that, quote, we may remove or restrict access to any content, including yours, whether publicly or privately posted, for any reason. Now, this provision is not necessarily new. In fact, they've been doing this for quite a while before the TikTok USDS joint venture. And like other apps, a little bit farther up in this policy, TikTok does have a very broad license when it comes to your content, how they're going to take your content and display it, but also possibly train AI with it, depending on the features that you use, but also the settings that you engage with. Also, there was a lot of chatter about section 3.2. You may revoke, reclaim, or reassign the username of your account in certain circumstances, such as when you're inactive for 180 days, or your username violates terms and conditions, privacy policy, community guidelines, stuff like that. I'm 99% sure that this was an internal policy that they're just making a public policy right now, or just telling you outright. Now, I know I didn't get to everything, and there is so much more that has changed in these policies. However, if you have any questions, please feel free to sound off in the comments below. I'm sure I'm going to be doing a few more parts on this, but also looking deeper into the investors and the companies that TikTok just posted when it comes to the consortium of investors. So I'm going to be doing my due diligence behind the scenes and looking through every one of these companies. Okay, thanks for watching, and again, sound off in the comments below if you have any questions.
Y'all ass need to wake the fuck up. The US government just brought TikTok. And we don't have freedom of fucking speech anymore. This shit is not okay. Our people are angry because y'all want people to stick to y'all system and y'all new world order agenda. So y'all trying to make it hard for people to actually come up in other ways with their creative talents. But guess what? Y'all can never suppress what is real. The people of God will always be stronger. The people of God will always be stronger than y'all fucking manipulation tactics, because all y'all try to do is monetize and capitalize off of our shit, off of our souls. If you try to post a TikTok right now, half of the shit that we used to talk about is being suppressed. That shit's not okay. They're starting to get too comfortable and they're rolling this shit out. And we gotta help each other. It's us over them. And it's more of us than it is of them. You already fucking know it.
TikTok just changed its terms of service as of today after the agreement, and here are all the changes you need to know about. First of all, the good news. When you upload a video, your video is still your video, but now there's a catch. The moment you upload anything to TikTok, you're giving TikTok a worldwide, royalty-free, permanent license to use it. This means that TikTok can copy it, distribute it, remix it, show it to anyone, and they could use it to train its AI system. And for that, you do not get paid for that. And it's anytime you upload a video, and there's no way to opt out of it. Next is branded content, aka you're selling a product that needs to be clearly labeled. While before you could probably get away with it, well, now that it's a US entity, they have to follow the FCC guidelines, and so it's going to be a lot stricter on TikTok. So if you're promoting something, if you're selling something, if you're giving something away for free, which was sponsored, it all needs to be disclosed. Next, there's going to be more discretion on TikTok when it comes to removing videos and or banning accounts. Next, TikTok put in black and white, they can reclaim any username if a few things happen. One, if you're inactive for 180 days. Next, if you're banned. And then also if the username violates policies or infringes any kind of rights. Next, when it comes to disputes, there really is no arbitration. And if you do want to go for a dispute, it's only happening pretty much in Los Angeles County. That's about it. And reading this, there's one thing you need to understand. TikTok owes you nothing. That's pretty much what it's saying here. Just because you upload videos onto TikTok, it doesn't mean that TikTok deserves to pay you. TikTok is moving more towards a program base. Like you have to be a part of the creator program, or subscriptions, or rewards, or brand deals, or Shopify, or the TikTok shop. Outside of that, if you have an account that's getting millions of views, you're not part of any of those programs, then you're not going to see $1. TikTok does not owe you that. Even if they take your video and use it in something which makes them money, or if they use it to train their AI, you're not making money on that. But you still have the rights to that video to use it on any other platform. So yeah, those are some of the changes. There's a lot more. I uploaded them onto my Substack if you want to check that out. The link is in my bio. But let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below. You know, we don't know when the new algorithm's actually officially going to start, if it already started. So Just be prepared for a couple of days or maybe a week where your views are a lot lower.
If you're posting to your TikTok and getting 0 views, here's what you need to do, and here's what it means. I'm going to explain everything to you right now. First, drop me a comment and tell me if you saw this on your For You page or if you had to go and search for it. Here's what's actually happening. TikTok is running backend updates right now on its servers. When that happens, things can lag, views can stall, videos might not push out right away. It feels really scary, but it's normal and very, very temporary. Nothing is broken, your account isn't flagged, and you didn't suddenly do something wrong. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to batch your content, use this time to get ahead so when things do pick back up, you're already ready. Go ahead and repurpose your content too. Post on Instagram or anywhere else you're building. There's really no downside here. And breathe. There is way too much money and attention behind this app for it just to collapse overnight, so it's not going anywhere. Just keep showing up and do not panic. I'll keep you updated in either way I got you. January 26th, TikTok's new update. You're gonna want to hear this because it's not just you. Everyone's posting and seeing 0 views on their posts, but they're still getting the engagement. TikTok is having a major update right now and everyone's TikTok is glitching, so it is really not just you. So here are my 2 options for you. You're either gonna post and just wait for it to update, or don't post and just use a different platform that you're trying to grow. But it will be fixed. You're not the only one. So if you posted a video or try to post a video and it didn't upload or it's still stuck at 0 views, comment down below and let me know.
January 2026 TikTok algorithm update. Lock in, save this video because you don't want to miss this. What I am seeing right now is that TikTok is heavily prioritizing followers first, like aggressively. Instead of your videos getting pushed straight to the FYP, they're being pushed to followers. Videos are almost exclusively going to followers first, sometimes sitting there for days. And then only if your followers engage enough, TikTok decides whether it's worthy of gaining any further traction. That's very different from the historical algorithm. Usually TikTok will test content quickly with random strangers on the FYP. You get the signal fast, you know within hours if something has legs. But right now, that decision feels delayed, which means growth feels slower, breakout feels harder, and reaching non-followers seems completely capped. I'm seeing this on my own account, and I've talked to other large creators who are experiencing this, which means maybe small creators are experiencing it as well. But before everyone panics, this may not be happening to you, so check your analytics to fully understand if it is. Some accounts are cruising, some videos are still popping off, but enough people are experiencing this that it's not completely random. Is it a test? Is it a distribution experiment? A temporary tightening before another push? Honestly, we don't know yet, but you know, as always, I will keep you updated. What I do know is this: if your content suddenly feels like it's being shown to people who already follow you, that's not necessarily a reflection of the content or the quality. It's just this random update that will probably change next month. So I'm curious, if you're seeing this too, let me know in the comments. And if you need some extra help getting better content and monetizing more on TikTok, go to the link in my bio. There's several ways to work with me, and I would love to take you to the next level.
There's a brand new 2026 update and it is huge. Bookmark this, write it down, listen, because this video is going to explain why your views are all over the place. TikTok pushed a new update, and no, this is not new. They do this every January. Matter of fact, they do it every single month. We know this. So don't panic. Here's what changed. Before, your video would automatically get pushed to 300 new people first. If it performed well, TikTok will push you out even further. But now, TikTok is going to push your content in front of your followers first. Yes, your actual community. So if your followers don't engage, TikTok will not be pushing your content out to your FYP. Womp womp. This update tells me one thing. Your community matters more than ever right now. No follow for follow, no begging for followers. Those people don't stick anyways, and they sure as hell don't engage. My #1 recommendation, and I swear I tell my students this every single day, use Creator Search Insights. Why? Because TikTok literally tells you what people are actively searching for on TikTok and what topics they don't have enough videos on. Those are content gaps. Your diamonds. Your winning scratch ticket. You're answering real questions. So what's going to happen? You're providing value. So people will follow you, engage with you, and come back to see more. And here's the harsh truth. If your community is not liking, commenting, or watching your videos all the way through, TikTok won't see your content as valuable. And then you're going to get clocked as a consumer, or even worse, a bot. And your reach is going to be limited. Here's what you need to do moving forward. Stop creating content for the algorithm. Stop creating content for yourself. Create it for your viewer. Before you post, ask yourself, would I stop scrolling for this? Does this help someone? And another thing, engagement matters more than ever. Your engagement still matters, actually more than ever. So watch videos all the way through. Leave meaningful comments. Ask questions. Like, share, save, and follow with intention. Engage like your rent depends on it. But don't engage with everything. If it's not about growth or building, skip it. So TikTok groups you based on how you engage with other high engagement creators. And so your FYP doesn't get flooded with shop videos and POVs and What did I do today? Post with purpose, engage with intent. Moving forward, use Creator Search Insights to guide what and why you post. Stay focused, keep showing up, build your community. This update is actually a good thing, and it's how you will grow daily and get TikTok paid. But if you need some help, check the link in my bio, and I will see you on my FYP.
If you're posting to your TikTok and getting 0 views, here's what you need to do, and here's what this means. I'm gonna explain everything to you. I reached out to my contact at TikTok, and here's what you need to do. First, drop me a comment and tell me if you saw this on your FYP or if you searched it. Now, here's what's happening. So, the servers have been updated, which while this happens, it takes a little bit of time. There's a delay in the functionality. Totally normal, totally okay. There's just some back-end updates happening right now, likely to make the app work even better than before. All temporary, and it's all fixable. So, I just reached out to my contact over at TikTok, so we'll get confirmation soon of what's going on. In the meantime, here's what I want you to do. 1, batch your content during this time. Get yourself ready for the week. Get yourself ready for this power algorithm that you're about to get handed over to you. Another thing you could do, post on other platforms. You guys know I love TikTok, but it doesn't hurt to just repurpose your content and throw it on IG. And lastly, just relax. I know easier said than done. I totally get that. But some dude spent like 14 billion, or series of dudes, spent like billion dollars on this app functioning like a beast that it is. It's not gonna shit the bed. There's too much at stake. And you shouldn't either. So, with all that being said, make sure you come back here for more updates as we figure this thing out. But either way,
TikTok will track what you do on other platforms and what you do on TikTok, so you make sure when you see this pop up that you turn this toggle off. If you cannot turn this toggle off, you need to go to settings and privacy, ads, targeted ads, and turn that toggle off.
If you're in the US, you and everybody wondering what broke TikTok. You're not banned. You're not shadow banned. TikTok didn't get rid of you. Literally, you guys, since US took over 80% of the operations, they had a power outage. They're restoring things right here, trying to get it back to normal, okay? And we all know since US took it over, hopefully this doesn't start happening all the time. Join me in my live room. I teach you new things. TikTok help you grow your following and keep you up to date on everything. Don't forget to press all my buttons, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye.
January 26, 2026, TikTok's new update. You're going to want to hear this because it's not just you. Everyone's posting and seeing 0 views on their posts, but still getting the engagement. TikTok is having a major update right now, and everyone's TikTok is glitching. So it's not just you. So this is my 2 options for you. Either post and just wait for it to update, or don't post and just use another platform for now, but it will be fixed. You're not the only one. So if you posted a video or tried to post a video and it didn't upload, or it's still stuck at 0 views, comment down below and let me know.
TikTok got an update and this feature is taking off right now. I know a lot of you are still having problems just like me. Your content's getting a lot less views than what you want to with all this update stuff going on. But I have noticed this feature is taking off. So I don't know with this new rollout, if this feature is just something that TikTok is going to push even harder than they was before, but you need to get on this today. This feature, some of you already know about it, is the text feature. It's super easy, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. And if you already know how to do it, you need to start using it even more today, because I noticed I went to mine and I couldn't believe the views that I got on my text feature when I added it to my stories than what my regular content was getting. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. All you have to do is go down here where you hit create, slide over to where it says text. It's going to pull up your text feature. Now in there you can write anything. How's your day? How's the weather? How's your views today? You can write anything you want to. And then there's going to be all these little flyers that you can pick from, different styles. Pick whatever you want, whatever you're vibing with. Now TikTok will pick its song for you. You should keep the song because supposedly that helps it get pushed even further. But if you absolutely hate the song, change the song. And so then after that, after you're all done, add it to your stories, not your content, because I notice right now with my content being so slow, my stories are going crazy. So I'm going to show you my numbers just on my text feature that I did last night. And you guys need to jump on this because if your content's not moving fast, at least stories is, and that'll bring people to your page. So jump on this. If this helps you, sprinkle me some love, and I'll catch you guys later.
Well, let's have that conversation none of us want to have, but we got to have. As of today, the new guidelines on TikTok have changed, and the full ownership now by Oracle for the American version has kicked in. Now, the guidelines that came through today, if you haven't read them, I'll just give you the Cliff's Notes of them. First of all, TikTok Shop, you're no longer going to get to do self-distribution. So if you have a TikTok shop, you now have to send it to their warehouse, and they will start to distribute it for you. So that's a huge thing. That is a huge blow to these small businesses, these mom and pops. That was the best part about TikTok Shop with connecting with these businesses is it felt personal. Well, that part of it is now gone. What else happened? Oh yeah, your videos, when you post them, they technically still belong to you. Don't get me wrong there. But they also now belong 100% to TikTok. Therefore, they can remix them, share them, use them as ads, decide how to distribute them, and they're not going to pay you for it. So that short and sweet. If you're not a part of the Creator Rewards Program, which by the way, it doesn't even matter anymore. They're out of money there too. You're not going to be making money off of your videos. I know that's not what you want to hear, but unfortunately, if you didn't get in towards the beginning and grab that following, you're not going to make money creating creative videos, if that makes sense. You can still make money on branded posts. Speaking of branded posts and sponsored things, you have to say that that's what it is now. Even if it's a giveaway that was sponsored by a private company, everything has to be disclosed now based on the USA guidelines. But basically there's a lot more that changed, but those are the main ones. So yeah, that's what's happening in the world of TikTok. The magic here is over.
Lots of creators' accounts right now are glitching. If there was one thing that I could tell you to not do, is this. And y'all know every single time I'm going to spill the tea because there is no gatekeeping here. Okay, so listen closely. The number one thing that you cannot do while TikTok is glitching. Number one, do not delete your content. If you posted a video and you only got 0 views, leave it alone. And then if you're scrolling through your content or your page and you're thinking, this video is not good, so I'm going to go ahead and delete it. No, absolutely not. We are not deleting videos. That's a huge no-no. Right now, TikTok is lagging. It's not a punishment. One of my videos were literally sitting at 0 views all day yesterday. And because I decided to keep posting, even while it was at 0 views, now my videos are starting to climb. And this could be because there were a lot of creators that were not posting because they were so busy panicking. And literally, do you know, that was room for so much opportunity because no one was posting. Less people posting equals more room for your content to move. And if you decided to take a break, baby, that was not a smart idea. You're probably doing what 99% of other creators are doing and missing the window. When things start to slow down, that's not when you should disappear. That's exactly when you should position yourself. So the number one thing that could literally hurt you right now is reacting emotionally and not strategically. Don't delete, don't panic, stay consistent.
If you've been posting today and you've been noticing that you're stuck at 0, or maybe your comments are disappearing, or you've been removed from the Creator Rewards Program all of a sudden and you didn't do anything wrong, you're not banned. It's not that you have an account violation. All that's happening is TikTok is glitching. And we knew that this app was going to be transferred over server-wise to US users once it was bought. Well, it was bought last week. So right now, things are just being transferred over. That's it. Just like when you get new management at a job, it takes a little time for things to smooth out again, for everybody to learn the system and things to be regulated. That's literally what's happening with this app. Just going to take a little bit of time for things to get back to normal since we're shifting and switching to servers. That does not mean that you stop posting, sir, ma'am. I could not get any posts out yesterday, but my posts are out today, and even though it says 0 and 17 views and that nobody's watching it, I'm still posting. Things will get back to normal, and you want to be one of the people that is ahead of the wave, that's been planting the right seeds, who's fresh in the algorithm, and your videos are being pushed because you've been showing up. So don't give up. Keep posting. I love you. Now, calm down.
So TikTok just updated its terms of services as of today, and some of this stuff is wild. Here's everything you need to know because yes, this is going to affect your account. So the first thing, the moment you upload anything to TikTok, you're giving them a permanent royalty-free license to your content. That means they can copy it, distribute it, remix it, and show it to anyone they want. They can also use it to train their AI. And there's no opting out for this. You're basically forced to agree. Next is usernames. TikTok straight up says they can take your username if a few things happen. If you're inactive for 180 days, if your account gets banned, or if the name violates policy. Now, they say it's limited to that, but I believe from the wording of this gives them way more control than they're letting us know. This next part is actually something I support 1000%. It's around how people sell on the platform. If you're promoting a product, selling a service, or even giving something away because it was sponsored, it has to be disclosed. Now, this next one is gonna have all of you thinking you are actually shadow banned even more because TikTok basically gave itself more freedom to remove videos and ban accounts without needing to explain why. Now, there's a lot more to this, but I want to know your thoughts in the comments. Do you like these new updates?
0 views lasting for hours. Is this happening to other people where you can't post or have 0 views? At first I thought it was just me because we've had a big snowstorm in Indiana. I thought it might be something wonky with the Wi-Fi, but it turns out it's happening to other people as well because of the transition to the US ownership. If it's happening to you, make sure you comment TikTok glitch and remember, work smarter, not harder.
A TikTok insider literally just leaked the simplest way to boost your views, and the wild part is that it doesn't really require any effort. You are literally leaving reach on the table if you're not doing this. But before I break it down, yes, I am the creator who grew to almost 500,000 followers in less than a year, and I teach you how to do it too. And of course, I teach you how to make money here. So anyways, follow along if that's your thing, but now let's get into it. So here's the move, you guys. You're gonna go to your profile and click on the blue plus sign to add to your stories. Now, I'm not gonna tell you to do what you think I'm gonna tell you to do. I don't want you to add old posts to your stories. I want you to treat your stories like you're an influencer. Film the regular stuff you're doing throughout the day, brushing your teeth, doing your skincare, making your breakfast. Let people in on your daily life. This is what TikTok is really pushing right now. Usage of stories to build community. Now, the reason I know this works is that my views on my stories have increased by over 400% the last week and a half. And when I go live now, I am able to hold my room with a larger audience for a longer period of time. This is all data related to using my stories in the way that TikTok wants us to use them. And bonus tip, go to your settings to make sure your stories are set to be shown to everyone, because that means they get pushed to the FYP. If it's just set to friends, you're gonna be stuck in low view land. So start using stories the right way and watch TikTok reward you. I'll see you in viral land.
Brand new January 2026 update, and this one is big. You have to listen. Your views are feeling a little weird right now. It's because TikTok did a little change, and we see this a lot, okay? This happened last January too, so don't freak out. Here's what's changed though, okay? TikTok is no longer pushing your videos to random people first. How it used to work was your videos would go out to 200 to 300 random users. It's not doing that. Now it's going to your followers first. Yes, your own people. And this is the big thing. If your people are not engaging with it, TikTok will not push it more to the FYP. This update tells me something really, really important. Your community, the people that are following you, matter more than ever right now. And you gotta see what they want. If your followers don't watch, don't comment, don't engage with it at all, TikTok is not gonna see your content as valuable, therefore you're not gonna get more eyes. So first, here's the biggest change. You cannot chase followers. You're gonna have to find the right ones. This is gonna take intention with engaging, okay? And the way you post. Second, your content needs to be for the people, not for the algorithm, not for you. Ask yourself this, would my audience actually watch this? Would it help them? Would this make them stay longer? Would they go watch more of my stuff if they saw this content? TikTok is using their reaction as a green light to push. Third, engagement. Your engagement matters more than ever now because you have to engage with purpose. You're going to have to really be mindful about who you follow, who you comment on, who you interact with in general. TikTok is grouping you with people just like you, so be intentional. If you engage with nonsense, you'll get more nonsense. But the same is true if you engage with the right content will see you back. And now, lastly, I need you to stop treating followers just like random numbers, okay? Every follower has weight. Every interaction counts.
And every post is now being tested inside your community first. This update can be a really good thing, actually. It can be really intentional for you because any creator who is trying to build a community, well, they're about to win big. Creators who don't chase trends and views are about to finally get out of this stuck space, hopefully. So don't panic. Get focused. Build for your people. Talk to your audience. And serve them well. TikTok will do the rest. If this helped, make sure you follow because I give you the TikTok tips as fast as I can when I learn them, and I do it without the fluff, okay? I love you. Keep going.
If you are freaking out about the new updates on TikTok, listen, just be patient. We all know that just last week that they signed the deal between the US and TikTok, and so there's a lot of transfer of ownership and all this stuff is happening, which means that servers and all this stuff is happening, which explains why the app is not working the way that we want it to because they've got to make a bunch of changes in terms of servers and stuff. Now, I'm not an engineer, but anytime something massive is happening, there's going to be glitches. So if you are seeing this, that means that things are getting a little bit better. The last couple of days, all of my videos stayed at 0. And I'm like, yeah, of course, a big sale has happened and all that type of stuff. So now is the time for you to batch create content. And then when the app is back to normal, hit post. And guess what happens? You're going to blow up.
Did you also get that alert today about updated terms and conditions from TikTok? When I saw that location tracking part, I said, hold on. Let me go figure out how to cut off as much access as I can because in 2026, who needs more ads? And that's coming from me, a marketer. So after trying to research how to cut off location access within TikTok, TikTok's own directions did not work. So then I said, let me go through iPhone. When I attempted to go through iPhone's location services, TikTok did not show up as an app. I had to go back out to settings, type in TikTok, go to the TikTok app within that, and then at the very bottom, I confirmed that allow tracking was not selected. So if you run into the same issue, that's what you can do. Now, bonus tip, if you have completely reached marketing fatigue, here's how you can take it a step further through desktop. On desktop, if you click on your picture, go to view profile, then come over here, click on more, go to settings, come over here to privacy. Well, really everything is here, but as you keep scrolling, you pay attention here. Manage your off TikTok data. I have deselected all of this to make sure that what I do off of TikTok does not influence how I am marketed to on the app. And then I also went ahead and clicked this, which clears your off TikTok data. So if you have completely reached marketing fatigue in the way that many of us have, you can go ahead and start limiting what you see, when, and where. You know, the ways that you feel like things follow you across the internet, you can manage some of that. Go follow these steps to manage some of that, at least on this app.
New TikTok update that everyone's talking about. The one that basically made us all invisible over the weekend. But it's not because TikTok hates you. It's because they rolled out a new feature and most people aren't even using it the right way. Here's what you need to know first. TikTok pushes content from creators who use their new tools. When you use them early, you get shown to way more people without changing what you normally post. So let me show you exactly how to use this one. But first, go hit on my buttons, please. And if you're not following along already, what are we even doing here? Okay, let's get into it. You're not going to hit the big plus sign at the bottom like you always do. Not this time. This time, you're going to go to your main profile instead. Look at the top and tap the blue plus sign on your profile picture. You know the one that everyone ignores. From there, a menu's going to pop up and you're going to go over to where you see Flip Story. Now I want you to pick 2 photos. They don't have to be perfect or planned even. The first photo is the one that's going to be right here, and the second photo you choose is going to be the flip photo. That's going to be the one that shows up second, all right? Once you choose them, TikTok is going to choose a sound for you like normal. So don't change it. That sound is already getting pushed and TikTok wants you to use it. So just make it as simple as possible. Don't even add any text. Don't explain anything. Don't overthink this. Now go ahead and post it to your story, not your main feed, y'all. And that's because TikTok is still deep in its story era. And when you use the new features inside story, it's called stacking and the algorithm eats it up. And let me be clear here. The number of views to your stories do not matter. So don't get caught up in all of that. Just the fact that you're using the feature will get your account pushed out more, which will result in more views on the videos that are already on your main feed. When you do this, people will see your face more. So essentially, it'll put you in new feeds without posting a full video. So if you're frustrated about low views, but you're skipping the new updates like this, that's on you. So try it out, okay, y'all? Then close the app and go live your life. And then come back and tell me if the views on your main page started to move. And if you want more tips like this, follow along because I post things like this every single day. I not only help you grow your following, but I also help grow your bank account. So if all of this sounds right up your alley, go to the link in my bio because there are several ways to work with me and I would love nothing more than to help you get to the next level. Until next time, bye y'all.
TikTok avoided a US ban, but now the new ownership is already causing problems. On January 22nd, TikTok confirmed that it is now majority US owned, with ByteDance holding a minority stake. US user data is moving to Oracle's US cloud, and the algorithm for American users will be only trained on US data, which could reshape trends, visibility, and who gets pushed. And we're already seeing early issues. Many users have reported weird recommendations in seeing old videos. TikTok says a US data center power outage, made worse by the winter storms, disrupted the algorithm. For creators and marketers, this could affect reach, engagement, and monetization. And since this transition is so new, outages and bugs are very much on the table. TikTok isn't going anywhere, but how it works in the US is about to look very different.
Alright, TikTok, y'all got some explaining to do. I don't know what y'all did with this update or what, man, but I posted several videos and they ain't even crack 100 views. I think one still at 0. I don't know what's up with that, but y'all need to fix that shit.
TikTok has officially been sold and there are new updates to the terms of service and the privacy policy. Before you click that agree button down there, click right here. Because if you don't, TikTok will use your information to target ads outside of TikTok, both on and off of TikTok. So go ahead and just toggle that off. Make sure to click about you, but I am targeted to death with ads on everything, everywhere I need any, and I really do not all of my data on TikTok used to target outside the platform to sell